We're in for a special treat today. We have Ivey Asher with us, who is the quintessential young artist that you really need to know. And Ivy, thanks for joining us today on Breakout Magazine. This is a real treat.
Thank you so much for having me. The honor is mine. It really is.
Awesome. So you have this now. Our December issue is a Christmas special, and that's what we're talking to you about.
Okay.
You actually had your debut EP, I think it was called It Was All a Dream
Yes.
recently. But what we're talking about is your release of the song Home for the Holidays, or better known as There's No Place Like Home for the Holidays, right?
Yes.
So this is a pretty gutsy first song. I mean, you have Perry Como that made this famous. Garth Brooks did a great cover. The Carpenters did my favorite cover. So why did you pick this song?
Funny enough, I love the Carpenters as well. That was
Uh,
the version I grew up with. And
yeah,
I actually went to a school here in Tennessee, and I had the most incredible music teacher ever. And he actually introduced this song to me. And I
wow,
always knew since I was a kid, if I were to release a Christmas song, No Place Like Home for the Holidays would have to be my first ever release for
no
any
kidding.
Christmas. No joke, no joke. And I loved it, and I still love it. And I was like, if I can bring that magic to someone else's house, then it's an honor.
Well, you nailed it. And I got to tell you, I mean, I like the song, but once I saw the YouTube video, I love the song.
Thank you.
So that was awesome. Now, our readers in the magazine can just do a different link and the YouTube will come up. And I got to tell you, you have to check that out. So you guys did a great job. I mean, it brings in the uh, the fun, but also the family dynamics of Christmas. And I don't know how you did it so well.
Oh, thank you. I actually had my real family in the video. So
That
it was,
helps.
yeah, it did help. And
Yeah.
it was really a fun time. I did it with all of my friends, every single person on that crew and set that was a part of it, are friends of mine, and we just had a blast making it. And I'm glad that I was able to kind of capture it's exciting energy, but sometimes chaotic energy of hosting Christmas
Oh,
dinners and hosting family and all that thing and try to put it in like a 2-minute music video.
yes. You could feel Chevy Chase out there on the edges just a
That's what I
little
was
bit.
hoping. It's one of my favorite movies too. I was like, I had to burn the chicken. That was almost like my wink to that movie because National Lampoon's Christmas is my favorite Christmas. We
It's
watch it every year. And I was like,
it's
I have
so
to
good.
have a turkey bit. I have to have a chicken bit. Something's gotta go on fire.
Well, you did it. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
So, talk to our listeners and our readers. Give us an idea of what's on your Christmas playlist. What do you listen to?
That's a great question. Oh man. Well, obviously, No Place Like Home for the Holidays is
Yeah,
100% on that list. I mean, you have to hit up the Mariah Carey All I Want for Christmas. That song is everything. I think that's the right title. But you have that one. I love oh gosh, this is good. Anything Seth MacFarlane. He actually has a fantastic Christmas album. It's very classic. I love a good classic Christmas sound.
yeah,
I love that. I love Wonderful Christmas Time. I believe that's Paul McCartney. I think that's right. He does a rendition of that, if
yeah.
I'm not incorrect on that. I like his version. And then, gotta throw in Miss Swift, gotta throw in Christmas Tree Farm, gotta love it, gotta love it.
Wow, you're good.
Oh yeah,
What
I'm a
about
nerd.
what about Vancouver's own Michael Bublé?
Love Michael. Okay, he's also on that list. He's a
Okay,
fantastic voice. He goes with the Seth MacFarlane for me, and yes, Bing Crosby is right. I think that's the right guy too as well. I'm dropping names as we talk, but he is also on that list too. Classic holiday sounds is what really brings the holiday spirit for me.
well, okay. So I have a lot more years on my wheels than you do, and so I think of different memories when I think of "There's No Place like home for the holidays. My daughter, son-in-law, and granddaughter live in Dayton, Ohio,
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm in here in Vancouver, Canada, and that's what I think of. I so wish that we could be together for Christmas. But what do you think of?
Oh, when I think of family time, and obviously, I think that's really what brings in the holidays for me is every Christmas kind of has looked the same for the past 10 years of my life. We get up, do gifts, and then we all end up at my grandparents' house in the morning, and we have this huge Christmas breakfast. And I just think about all of us sitting at the, around the tree. And I have a niece and nephew now, so they're like little, like
Oh
I think
boy.
3 and 2, and Christmas is just so magical, and it's almost like, when you become an adult, Christmas is exciting, but when you see it again through kids' eyes, it's just the magic is back again. So every time I listen to Christmas music, or specifically There's No Place Like Home for the Holidays, I really do think of that time of us sitting around the tree, opening gifts. We pray, we're very thankful. We talk about what we're thankful, even at Thanksgiving and at Christmas,
Yeah, that's
and
good.
we just eat a lot of good food.
That's that's what it's all about. I love that. So it's not really what it's all about, but that's just a you can't have a great Christmas without great food. There's no doubt.
That's true.
Um, so this is a fun song. It's a great Christmas song, and this is what we're featuring. But I'd be remiss in not asking you about your EP and what's your passion when it comes to being an artist and writing the music that you do.
What is my passion? When I first wrote my EP, I was a teenager. I was 14 years old when I wrote the first song. It wasn't the
Wow.
first song that came out, but I was in such a different space of when I was 15 writing that album. It came from a spot of I couldn't find community, so I wanted to make community for others. I wanted to make a space, a little corner in the music industry where people who might feel like me could belong and be seen and heard and just be able to just exist and not feel ashamed of, how they feel and things like that. Just a good space where they can just be themselves without any shame or anything like that. And
Yeah.
so that's always been my passion, really, is every song that I write, I genuinely just want to make a connection with people to make them feel less alone and to let them know, like, hey, you're not the only one that feels this way, or you're not the only one that has gone through this. There's life is hard and we shouldn't have to go through it alone. And I believe that I want to make at least a little, I like to call it my little corner, the little corner in the music industry where people are able to listen to my music and maybe feel understood and seen and just have a safe space to let down. I think that's important. And I recently, with everything in my new album that's coming out this next year, I really just want everyone to be reminded that, like, God's not afraid of your big feelings either. And it doesn't have to be pretty, and it doesn't have to be in this like tied with a little pretty bow, since we're here
Yeah.
talking about Christmas and presents, it doesn't have to be this beautiful thing. Like, you can just be yourself, good, bad, or ugly. He loves you the same no matter what season of life you're in.
Oh, that's beautiful. And you're right about that, of course. So you've lived in three, as I believe, you've lived in three of the greatest artist influence cities in the US, and that would be LA, Austin, and now Nashville. Am I right?
Yes, you're correct.
And how have those experiences in the different cities and different cultures certainly influenced your writing?
Yeah, no, it has influenced my writing. I was born in Austin and then lived a little bit in San Antonio too, and
Huh?
then came from that to Nashville, and then I lived in LA. And I think I felt most seen in Los Angeles. Funny enough, I loved LA. I
Mm.
felt like everyone that I met there was just a unique community that I was able to stumble upon, and where I feel like a lot of people would think LA is super competitive, everyone there is like we all want the same thing for each other. We all want each other to succeed and like thrive in what we want to do. And so there was a different shift. I felt like I was able to where I was in Nashville, I kind of had a bit of a rub, and that's where a lot of my EP, that first EP that you were talking about, It Was All a Dream, came from
Yeah.
that season of my life of I don't know where I belong, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, or just like I felt weird, I didn't feel like
Mm.
really like I really belonged anywhere. And then going from that to LA, having a huge culture shock because I feel like a lot of people misunderstand that area and how these people operate in Los Angeles. And it really is dreamers, and we're all dreamers at the end of the day, and we're all encouraging each other. So there was almost like this confidence that I was able to get in my songwriting and
Mm.
who I wanted to be and the dreams that I was chasing because of that community that I found in LA. And so then when I came back to Nashville, I almost had almost security instead of being like, "Oh, can I do this?" It was like, "No, I've done it. I've been doing it, and I can bring that here as much as I can." And where I didn't feel like people made a table where there were enough seats, I was able to make my own table where there's plenty of seats for people and just leave chairs open for whoever needs it. So I was able to take the culture of LA where everyone's welcome and bring it here to Nashville again so that, we can have a table where everybody can sit at.
I love that. And I'm not objective, West Coast, best coast. I love Nashville, obviously, but
Yeah.
uh, certainly is a different culture,
It's
no
true.
doubt about
You're
it.
either called to it or you're not.
Yeah, you're right about that. Okay, so what's around the corner for Ivy? What's in 2026?
A lot of exciting things. I am kicking off my album release with a new single that is coming out January 9th, and it is called Free. I'm very, very excited. It's super exciting. I get to launch this whole new sound and this new project that I'm really, really passionate about.
Make sure you let us know at Worship Road Radio. We even in Canada, we love to play the latest music, especially from artists that could be a household name in 5 years, but you don't know them yet. So, and that leads me to the next question, and that is, any chance you'd ever tour in Canada?
I would love to come to Canada. I actually have a lot of fans out in Canada. I know a lot of people out in Alberta, I believe, in that area, and
Yeah.
you know, I had a little bit of taste of Canada by going to Tim Hortons one time. So I feel like I did get the wrong coffee. I didn't know I was supposed to get like the frosted
Uh,
coffee. I have a fellow Canadian, his name's Jesse LaBelle, and he told me that I ordered wrong. And I was like, no, I think I know what I want to get. So I get to try over again. I would love, love, love to come to Canada. It's actually on
well,
my list. I'm like, bring me out there, guys. Come and listen
okay, I'm going to remind you of that in the future. So,
Okay.
listen, thanks for your time. Your song is special. It's going to really touch the heart of many people for Christmas this year, and in just all the right ways. So, thank you. Merry Christmas to you and your family, and I can't wait to hear your new album next year.
Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you as well.
Thank you.